Andy Wilson likes to rip the fur off of living house cats and glue it to his own skin as part of an elaborate scheme to steal fish from his generous neighbours. He is also the world's greatest and most prestigious chef. This is comfy. This pan has seen better times. Anyway, bonjour mon ami. Today we're going to be making petit déjeuner en anglais, which translates to something, but regardless of that, we're actually going to be making a full English breakfast. Now, for that you need some sausage, eggy wags. Got a big black cock here from this is tradition. It's the black cock. We'll peel open the skin later. We'll see what's inside. Back on bacon. Just put it here, and just bread. Which you can just make toast. These are some big pieces of bread. I like the big pieces of bread you can get. But we're going to yeah. But you must drink it, Andy. You've forgotten the beans. Well, I don't like baked beans, but we're gonna make our own. This is tradition to make baked beans. So I actually have here a tin of baked bean salad. You've forgotten the most important ingredient, and that's we're gonna need some booze. So I have a huge bottle of vodka here. I'm just gonna drink while it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, by the way. It's actually yeah. For the purpose of this video, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's actually like 6 p.m. But you know you can do that. You can make a lovely breakfast at any time. That's the whole crux of the idea behind a full English breakfast. You can just make a breakfast at any time, and it's still a full English breakfast. Now, the problem with these beans is actually full of green beans. What's this smell? Yeah, that's good. So we're just going to dump this out. I do have a dump out the beans. That's too many. I don't need that many, but as you can see, some of these things aren't beans, so they're going to have to be moved. So I'm going to spend the next 25 minutes picking apart all these beans in order to make a bean soup that we can use to make the baked beans. So we're going to do that. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so now I've picked out most of what I would consider to be actual beans. So there's kidney beans and there's little beans. The rest is mostly just as green shit, chickpeas and corn, which I don't know. I wouldn't really call beans, if you know what I mean. So these are going to be disposed of. I'm just going to put them here for now. Once we have these beans, now what do you do with beans? Well, you need to bake the beans. Now I don't have any way of doing that other than now baking. Baking is basically just boiling. That looks good. And also it's in like a tomato sauce. Now I don't actually have tomato ketchup, but actually I'll just hold on. That's on fire now, that's good. Now we're just gonna there we go. Baking, boiling, it's all the same shit, you know. All the same shit. So we're just gonna render this down. There's actually you are not a friend. That's we're just gonna see how this does. We're gonna boil it, and then we're gonna add some tomato stuff, some vinegar, some sugar. It contains like baked bean sauce is like 9% sugar, so that's what we're gonna achieve, that baked bean flavour. So I'll see you when these beans are very cooked. While this is boiling away, we can start work on the tomato sauce. So get out your decorative Japanese teacup. See the previous video on how to make that. I'd probably label this like the Funglish breakfast from some movie that has a Funglish breakfast. I don't know. You need mustard. What movies have a full English breakfast as like a famous scene? I have no idea. Tomato sauce. I'll just boil the catal. Salt. There we go. And vinaigrette. And that's basically making baked bean sauce. I don't know what else you do. Throw a grape in maybe. Still with grapes, not very good. So once this is fully emulsified, which will happen momentarily, as in like right now, I'm going to pour this in. That'll do. We'll then add it to this bubbling cauldron of mistakes, and we're going to make ourselves a delicious baked beans for the full petit déjeuner en anglais. Now that the baked beans are nicely on fire, we can add the delicious bean gravy. That looks delicious. Now just wait for it to boil. I forgot to mention that baked beans contain a metric pound of sugar, so you have to pour that in. That's about right. There we go. Now it's delicious. These are going to be the best beans in this particular saucepan at the moment. So I'm just going to leave that, and I'm going to do like anything else other than stir these beans. Now while we're waiting for these broken beans to fully slow, we can actually someone's messaging me. We can actually we can put the toast in actually. Now a lot of people say the fried bread is this is steamed up. Some people say that fried bread is traditional, and I will agree that sometimes it is. But however, in this case, we're not actually going to do that, because sometimes toast is actually traditional as well. But there's a specific way that you need to cook toast to really get the full English experience of you've got like 10 people round in your house for some reason, and you've all decided to make a full English breakfast, and you make it for 10 people. What do? You make 10 rounds of toast, and then you let it go cold. And I'll show you in a bit what you're meant to do. But first we need to tend to these beans, because these beansy boys here, they're probably about done. I mean, they're slightly more liquidy than they should be, but well, yeah, that's quite saucy actually. That's actually quite saucy. So what we're going to actually do is we're going to return it to the can, which if you have recalled from before, it's really fucking hot. I did actually put in the bin, but we're just going to return it to the can for the express purpose of something. We now have here half a can of beans, which are going to stay here in this can. We're just going to move the lid down so we can reopen it later if we so please. Now, turn that off. Anyway, now that this is nicely toasted away and our beans are in their nicely bean house, I have set fire to the top left burner. I'll normally use the middle one just to get as much heat as possible, but today we're actually, let me turn it up a tiny bit. Not too much though. Now today we're actually, first thing you do with a cooked breakfast is you need to cook the sausages. Now, first you put just a tiny bit of oil in the pan. I would use lard. I'm using olive oil, but I would use lard. I would actually quite like to use lard. Lard would have been a lot funnier to use, but we don't have lard, so we're using a bit of olive oil just to grease it up so it doesn't burn. Although a lot of this grease will be rendering out later. And we're just going to put these sausages in the cold pan. Get them good and greased up. You stay where you live, you fetuses in their little fetus houses. What the fuck was that? Anyway, so we're just gonna leave these on a very, very low heat, and I'm just gonna go away and do like anything else, because sausages, they take forever to cook. I normally do them in the oven, but my oven is now my my mini bar. It's been upgraded. I upgraded this baby. It's doing good. But the sausages, I'm just gonna leave them. We'll see what it does. Fuck! I just realised mushrooms would have gone really well with this. See, you meant to put like mushrooms in a teacup like this, and you put butter in with it. Butter like like that. Put a bit of butter in there, and you just slap it all over the mushrooms, and it turns out really, really good. And you microwave it. I mean, it tastes awful, but it's actually, you know, that's the traditional way. That's what you're meant to do. And you just get like these weird soggy mushrooms with your full English. It's amazing. It's excellent. Other things that you could have with a full English: fried tomato. I forgot. I don't have any tomatoes like that at all. Maybe some tin. I don't even have tomato ketchup. That's why I use the tomato puree. Tomato ketchup would have been a lot funnier to use with the baked beans. What else? Obviously fried bread. I mentioned that earlier, that you could use fried bread instead of toast, which is still too hot. Other than that, what else goes with full English? Full English breakfast. I'm still undecided on how we're going to. I'm going to move the egg here so it doesn't move. Still undecided on how we're going to cook the eggs. I mean, obviously scrambled, poached. Poached would take a lot of work, but it will be funny. I think fried is probably the way to go. Right, I'll just fry it, and it's going to break. It's going to turn out burn, and it's going to be great. Ooh. Slight bit of an update. I split the sausages. The toast, which you saw pop earlier, is now. Oh God! Oh, that's too warm. That's too warm. Oh God! Oh no! Oh, that's gonna melt through the floor. I need to put it back in here. That is actually too warm for a full English breakfast. It has to be stone cold. So when we put the butter on it, it just congeals and doesn't melt. But anyway, this sausages. They're cooking, and at a very slow rate, and I'm doing that so they cook all the way through. I should have burnt them, but that would have been funnier. But I actually want to demonstrate my technique of cooking sausages, because everyone's like, "Oh yeah, cook. You got to get them good, lot of colour." No, just need to cook them through first, like very low heat. Like do anything else. Right now, I'm just sort of stood here. When I turn the camera off, I just blare music and listen to vodka until I think of something funny to say. Which I don't. Cut that out. Everything you say is funny, and you need to have more confidence in yourself. But anyway, sausages. Look at that colour. You see, you're getting like a nice colour. It's not burnt. If I had this on full blast like so, if I like that, it would have burnt ages ago. But now it's just like nicely cooked. It's gonna have a nice colour, nice kind of aesthetic going on. Okay, this is comfy. These are probably cooked. I mean, that's what they call it. Oh no, it's not cooked on that side. But you know what? The internal temperature. I touched these with my fingies, and they are firm. They are firm, which means they are cooked. Which means we can get started on all the other stuff. So I'm gonna actually move these sausages to one side. I'm going to move these sausages to one side. I certainly will move these sausages to one side. There. You live there now. You live there. So I'm going to flip you. So you cook a bit. Ow. Scalding. But now we can put on the bacon. Good. Do bacon, because sometimes you get like you order a full English, and they'll skimp on the bacon. Just like, well, you got 2 sausages. Why do you need 2 bacon? Because bacon's the best part. Bacon's delicious. I should probably comment on British bacon and how it's like got a layer of fat and like a big medallion of meat. But I'm not going to. It's self-explanatory. It is what it is. So I was going to cook. Again, I'm taking the low and slow method. If I was taking like the fast method, which is just, you know, crank it the fuck up, then it would have cooked by now, and you know, I wouldn't be as drunk, you know. By the way, I'm drunk off like 5 shots of vodka because I just I finished work and then started drinking on an empty stomach, and then just immediately decided to start making this. So it's pretty cool. I like it. Let's see how this toast is. Ow! It's not 2 seconds later, and I realised I haven't chopped up the black pudding now. Move this egg. Gonna chop. Come on. There's got to be an easy way of doing this. Now it'll work. I just need the cross section. Just cut it open. Why is this so hard? Why don't I have a yeah, social distancing. That's why I don't have a cameraman. Also, I'm a cheapskate. Also, I was about to say, like, this is the only cooking show that doesn't mention the coronavirus, but no, I just did, so fucked. Now, the big debate, the big black pudding debate. By the way, this is black pudding. It's blood, like some kind of grain or cereal mixed with chunks of pork fat. It's really good. It's the most delicious thing on the planet. I'm going to cook this last, though. But the big debate is, do you cook it with the skin on or the skin off? Because the skin is just plastic. It's just plastic. You cook it with the plastic or without the plastic? I don't know. It's a question for the ages. So we'll find out. I'm going to do one with and one. So one with and one without. And we're going to see which one cooks the fastest. There's actually a lot of juice in here that's stopping the bacon from being cooked properly. So I'm going to pour some of this into this shot glass, like so. And then I'm gonna mix it with vodka. You child, you're crazy. And I'm just gonna drink it. This is disgusting. I'll do bacon flavored vodka, epic. Fucking hell. It's alright. So that's cooking away. We're still going to do the black pudding challenge. I'll stick it in now. Fuck it. It's good as it up. That'll take a few minutes. And then we're gonna do something with that. Now it's time to flip this mess. Oh, that's good. That's what you want. You want a bit of char. Alright, we're nearly done. Holy guacamole. We've got a bit of burn. And that side of the sausage, that is good. See how these black puds are doing? Yeah, they are. You know, so you can't see them because they're that black? They're that black. And actually, the one without the skin is actually flipped a bit better, so maybe that's the way to go. The way to go is to remove the skin. Okay, circumcision confirmed. I'm going to get mine done tomorrow. That's right. Gonna get it done tomorrow morning once I've drank this bottle of vodka. But first thing we're going to do though is this is about done, I'd say. It needs to be crispy. It's not, you know, like the streaky bacon, like, you know, like the American style bacon, the streaky bacon, or whatever the kind you wrap around your turkey. That stuff you have to get crispy to be good. But this though, because you got this layer of delicious meat that is fucking hot. You get that layer of meat. You don't need to be crispy. It can actually be slightly undercooked, and it's still very, very delicious. So I'm going to wait for these black puds to cook, and we're going to transfer them to the plate, and then I'm going to show you the next step of the creation of I'm not going to throw my phone in there. It's going to just burn. I'm just going to place it down here. Okay, I'm not gonna lie here. The goyim black pud with the skin left on just kind of just exploded when I was like trying to remove it from the skin. So skin off first is actually the correct way to do that, and I know that now for future black pud experiments. Anyway, we're gonna move the sausage to the Huntsman plate. That's about done. Ooh, it's spurting. Naughty boy, you're not allowed to spurt. It's because I touched him with my spoon. This one likes spoons. Shame that Witherspoons is closed because of coronavirus. Oh wait, no, I'm not allowed to say that. Get demonetized. I was demonetized 2 years ago. It's been 2.5 years since I was demonetized on this channel. I used to make tuppence weekly. It was grand. I'd spend it on absolutely nothing. But now that that's been nicely done, we now have a filthy pan to cook our eggs in. So this is egg number 1. And this is egg number 2. Voila! So now we can. I've just noticed that. Oh no, it's still on. So now we're just going to cook that in the dirty fat, and we're just going to have some excellent eggs. Now, if this was a real full English, unfortunately this is just a video. You'd have like a bunch of people around and saying like, you started cooking breakfast an hour ago. Where is it? We're all hungover. But in all actuality, fuck off. I'm the one that's cooking it. You just shut the fuck up and you enjoy your fucking black oil eggs cooked with a teaspoon. You absolute cretin who is in my house. By the way, I love having you over. We had a great time. Also, I'm just gonna have to kind of cut this in half in the end. I'm gonna work out. So I'll see you when this is cooked, I guess. Well, I really don't like eggs. It's like that's exploding right now. That I don't know if that picked up on the camera, but that was kind of like just spitting shit everywhere. I really don't like eggs. They're just kind of weird. I like meat and I like bread, but eggs, no. Oh, that went right my nose. And this is literally like spitting shit everywhere. How's the toast doing? Oh, it's still too warm. Put it back in. I'm gonna move this because it's starting to explode everywhere. No, fuck you! Fuck you! No, it's bad eggs. You're bad eggs. Bad eggs. You're bad eggs. Bad eggs. Ow! Don't! Yamano! Anyway, now I've just a mound of eggs. I don't even want that many eggs. I'm just gonna cut this much egg off, and then it drops to the floor there. That's a falling. Albert waiting for the toast. Now, who put the toaster down? The toast is meant to be cold as fuck. That's too hot. We're gonna have to wait 25 minutes for everything to cool down. But in the meantime, we can actually plate our beans. So we're gonna move this scalding hot egg, which was done at the last minute because we forgot to do the egg or something. And there's a narrative here. You pour the beans. That's enough beans. Beans there. Baked beans. And we just need to wait 4 hours for this toast to cool. I'll see you later. And now, of course, we get to the most important part of the full English place, which is the plating, which of course is traditionally served on the floor. And this is the point to say, Andy, do you have any toast? Like, oh shit, the fucking toast! And you get the toast, and it's cold as fuck by this point. And that's the whole point. And you have to quickly like, fuck, do you have any clean knives? Do you have any clean knives that you cut the toast? Like, right, we'll cut the toast in half. We'll cut the toast in half. Everyone gets a piece of toast. Everyone gets a piece of fucking toast. Alright. No, shut the fuck up. Everyone gets a piece of fucking toast, alright? I'll just cut the piece of toast. Cut the piece of toast. Andy, why are you filming? Shut the fuck up. Andy, it's Sunday morning. We're all hungover. Make us a breakfast. By the way, I've never had any guests around like in my life, so we've never had this experience, but I'm guessing this is what it would be like. So what you actually do is you place it actually on there, and you put like, just butter there. Yeah, butter if you want to. Spray it with your own fucking knife, and it's like you have this cold piece In fact, and this is the whole reason why I actually made this video. Is you have this cold piece of like toast, like half a piece of toast. It's cold, and you have to spread butter on it. It's just, what is the point of this? Of like the cold piece of like half-eaten toast. You just spread butter. It's just, why bother? Why bother with anything? Anyway, I'm gonna try just some of this. There's not normally butter on the sausage. I actually overestimated the amount of butter I need, but I'm trying to fucking. We're gonna try the beans first. Beans are good. I actually not a big huge fan of baked beans. These are alright though, because I undercooked them. Because they're kind of just full of raw kidney beans, but like haricot beans, probably black beans. What else is in here? Green beans. And like corn, but obviously I've removed most of that. And I just boiled it with vinegar, tomato puree, a shitload of sugar, and I put mustard in for some reason. Tastes alright, very al dente. How's the egg taste? This is egg. Egg is actually okay. It actually tastes really good. I was gonna say it tastes like egg, but that's obvious. But I actually thought the sausage. I found the grape. It's a random weird grape I put in here. That's actually really good. It sounds like a mild acidity to it. It's actually not too awful. Sausage will. So I use a Cumberland sausage, by the way, which is the best. Black pudding. I also got black pudding. Wow. And the bacon I actually just pick up because fuck this. Yeah, so a full English breakfast is about what you expect. It's just meat, more meat. What could have been meat but isn't meat. What vegetarians use instead of meat, and something that you serve with meat, which is toast. I'm gonna have a bite of this toast. Yeah. That's pretty fucking good. I'm impressed with that. That's a good full English breakfast. It smoked the fuck out of the kitchen, because obviously that is traditional that you smoke the fuck out of the kitchen when you create a full English breakfast. That is just absolutely traditional. Clear with shit off the floor. So yeah, 9.5 out of 10. Would recommend that you essentially fry up a shitload of meat and one slice of bread, which you then toast and let go cold, and then just butter, and then serve to your house guests. That is the traditional English way. Okay, bye.